It's Momtourage, presented by Cafe Mom, the live show for moms that think that most mom stuff is super boring. So we created our own posse. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Carrie, and we're ready to walk you down the red carpet of motherhood.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Momtourage, live from your couch, presented by Cafe Mom. This is the show for all the anti-mommy group moms just looking for their squad.
This is your mom outlet, your safe place to let loose after a day or like a week or a month. I feel like I'm doing the Friends intro of hard momming with a drink in your hand from the comfort of your coziest sweats.
Hi, Linda. Guys, we have such a fun show tonight. Okay, so tonight we are chatting with two incredible super moms. First, we have, the absolutely gorgeous Brooke Burke, which is incredible. She is here to tell us how she is helping everybody make health and wellness a priority.
And then our good friend Casey Rapetti is showing us some lunchbox tips, that was hard to say, and hacks for this brand new, like a new day's dawned school year.
But first, our drinking game. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, Carrie, you take it away.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, I'm waiting. I feel like we should explain while we're in two places at first before we do our
I was going
game.
to do it in drink and dish. We're a mess.
Oh, okay. So the Delta variant is upon us.
Yeah, kind of.
So Ashley and her family had a little summer cold, and rather than risk it, because who wants a summer cold anyway, regardless, we are doing separate Z's for this week. And hopefully we'll be back into the arms of each other and our studio together next week, where we have another show. Anyway.
And guys, I am also hopped up on Sudafed. So if I'm acting crazy, that's why.
She's been extra crazy. It's been extra. Anyway. Okay.
Dumb crazy, but anyway.
So
let's do a drinking game.
So today's drinking game. When we say the word fitness,
woo,
you take a drink. Ashley, I always do it. Do you want to do it? I'm putting you on the Sudafed chopping block.
Oh, God, this is like the worst time to do this.
Or the best time.
Are you ready to get your fitness on?
Sure. Now, as we mentioned last week, we lately are so wrapped up in the interview, like we're damn Barbara Walters. Sometimes we forget to drink. So please remind us in comments, remind us that we need to take a drink, and we will do so after the fact if we forget during. Because, we're like trying to do our job and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces. Carrie, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I am currently drinking one of my favorite wines, which is the Francis Ford Coppola Claret. And it comes, I already threw it away. Oh, here we go. It makes you feel extra fancy because it comes in a gold fishnet stocking.
Yes, that is your look.
Later date. That's right. And Ashley, what are you drinking?
I'm having a hot toddy in our Momtourage #MommyJuice cup.
Did you crush up the Sudafed and snort it, or did you take it as a pill?
I took it hours ago. So let's hope that we don't experience any interactions here on the show, because I have not been drinking all week. But, there's a first time for everything.
That's right. Let's hope for the best.
Guys, you know how much we love giving things away to our live viewers. Those of you who show up every time we do this. Yes.
My favorite joke. Get it like alive, dead. It's just like a dad joke. I just put a dad joke in there. It's okay, Sudafed later.
Anyway, don't make me laugh today because that happens. So this week is no exception. We have got a really, really great giveaway for you. It's a surprise. We will let you know later on in the show what it is exactly. But in the meantime, if you would like to enter to win this very, very good and pretty big giveaway, you are going to want to tell us in the comments or text us at 918-352-MOMS.
Moms.
What is the craziest fitness trend you have ever tried? Carrie, what's yours?
Well, I was really, really into the ab roller. So much so, in fact, recently, on eBay, I bought an ab roller for like 3 times as much as it was when I first had it. Wish I'd never gotten rid of it. And I still stand true to the ab roller. So I guess ab roller, I did have like a Suzanne Summers Thigh Master that we just kind of used in my family as a joke. But the ab roller is really the one to beat, frankly.
Yeah.
How about you?
Listen, this is not going to make me sound good, and I'm not in any way endorsing eating disorders of any kind, but I did take laxatives for like a week in college because everyone else was doing it, and I immediately, when I say a week, it was like 2 days, and it was a really regrettable decision. Don't do that. It's a terrible mistake.
One time I was the driver of a bus, because I have my little bus license anyway, of a bunch of models on their way to the Hamptons. It's like a mini CDL license. I can drive like big vehicles.
Okay, continue. Yeah.
Anyway, I was driving a bunch of models to Fire Island for a photo shoot, and a bunch of them were on laxatives. And let me tell you, that ride was terrible.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
The stops, it was not great. Just
don't do it. Also, hi, Billy.
I feel fat burner. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm giving some early Madonna vibes.
You are. I really like it. I'm loving that snake necklace. All right, guys, let's get right to it.
Mom, this is my Cleopatra snake necklace from Halloween, like 1989. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, can we talk to everybody who's here, not just Linda?
Yes.
It's time to drink and dish.
There we go.
Says laxatives are not in the fitness category. I agree, but I don't do anything to work out. I don't like it. I'm trying to get better. So that's like it was like a cheater way. I'm sorry. I like I said, don't do it.
The nurse in residence says, Ashley, that was not a good option.
No offense. I didn't need the nurse to tell. I know this. I knew it when I couldn't hold in the fact that I had to poop really bad in class. Anyway, how are you, my friend?
As the wonderful Dorinda says, not good, bitch.
Not well, bitch. Yeah.
Not well, bitch. Sorry, I misquoted her in typical Carrie fashion.
It's okay.
Anxiety is really high.
Mm-hmm.
We've got back to school coming up. I've decided to put my kid in school, and some other things like Haiti and Afghanistan, and so
and a climate crisis,
and so I have just been a little bit like, what is going on? I can't control my anxiety kind of way. But, the good news is I think that if I didn't have a kid, it would take me down a spiral.
Yes.
But like when you have a kid, things are adorable and they keep finding things for the first time. And you have to you get to live through that again for the first time. And so it allows you, or it affords you not to be able to go so deep into the depression state. But it's been a real challenge for me. How about you?
Yeah. Xanax does work wonders. You are correct about that. Same. It's a scary time, and it's scary to also be a parent and know you have a small kid in all of this. And how do you explain all of this?
Yep.
Who's you can't vaccinate. What makes me happy is that we have this outlet and we have our whole mom crew that we get to lift each other up. We hear each other. We're here. And this is a fun place. Not that we're going to pretend that all the world isn't on fire around us.
We're not
at least
insane.
Here.
Yeah.
Right. At least here we get to focus on some fun stuff. So on that note, I want to ask you, because this is the thing that I feel very passionately about this week, other than the fact that I'm convinced I have a pinched nerve, is... did you see the White Lotus finale?
Oh, yes. We had to watch it after the fact because we were on vacation at a place that didn't have internet. We watched it last night. So freaking good. I'm sad and I feel like my life is going to be
no
not
spoilers.
So good.
Yeah.
My life is going to be not so good now that there's a lapse. I need the other one to come out, the next season to come out right now. Mike White.
I know.
Genius, all the acting genius. It was Clue, the movie, mixed up with like you said, Tannenbaums kind of vibes. It was so good.
It was so good. It was
it's on HBO Max.
I think it's HBO actually.
Whatever. I'm so confused.
I watched it on HBO Max, right? But it is so good. For those of you who haven't watched it, you absolutely should. I think it's one of the best shows of 2021. It like
Because it's
masterfully done.
It's like funny, it's suspenseful. It has like a social overriding theme. It's got like everything. It's so good.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. It is so, and it takes a little while, right? Like right off the bat, you're like, oh, it's really good. My family goes to Hawaii like every couple of years. We were supposed to go this year, but COVID. And it like really captures that feeling when you're in Hawaii where you're just like, this might be the most magical place I've ever been to in my life. And
I've never been.
It's just like magic. And every time you go, you're like, I think maybe I should just like stop doing my life and just like come here and live here forever, because this is just pure, beautiful magic. But if you haven't seen it, watch White Lotus. It is so, so, so good. I want to talk about back to school because we have Casey coming on today to give us some like lunchbox hacks. And I know that you are going down I call it like the perfect mom lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? Like the
I'm
little
not
like
doing
perfectly
it to be
cut
a perfect
thing.
mom though. And I honestly think it might last me like 2 weeks tops.
But you did buy a bunch of stuff.
I did. I bought little tiny shape and animal cutters for like fruit and sandwiches because my kid does not like to eat very much. And so she tends to eat cute things. And then we were at my friend's house the other day and she had these little forks that had like animals on it.
The little animal forks.
And Luna really liked it. And I always figured like if we have a dinner party, that's like a cute thing to put out for people to eat little, hand things. And it was like $7, like whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to make her lunch like 3 days a week interesting. So I am down that spiral, but it's similar to the spiral I had earlier when I said I was going to try to like make her umami palette.
When I first met you and I was like,
So I feel like I'm totally calling myself out and saying that I think this is one of those kind of things, but we'll try.
That's good. Why not? Like she might like pretty food. I should probably try it to get my kid to eat his regular food and not just snacks, but like,
well, that's my idea is that she's so obsessed with snacks that this like tiny portion in a cute way, maybe it'll feel more like a snack, like she's eating a bunch of snacks. I don't know. Kids understand that shit and she's totally going to understand it's not a snack and it's real food, but I'm just going to like the charade. We're just going to make the charade continue.
I know.
What was your favorite part of back to school when you were a kid?
That's what I was going to say. I'm kind of sad that like, well, it's pre-K, so we're not fully there anyway, but I'm really sad that back to school shopping, like the act of like going to Target and buying all your school supplies and buying all the pretty stuff and having everything, the boxes where everything's organized in your folders and stuff, that's like not a thing yet, but I loved that. I'm a Virgo. I'm type A.
Is that a thing now? I feel like kids have computers and they don't have like pencil boxes. I don't
know
these days. I don't know.
And also, you can buy everything off of Amazon. I'm like, has somebody on Amazon like just put together an entire like back to school list?
I want to go to an old time office supply store and pick out my mechanical pencil, pick out my eraser, and then go to a different store to get a cool pencil box. I used to go to I would curate bespoke office supply.
Me too. For me, Sanrio was the cool thing. Sanrio, all my, yeah.
I wouldn't wear it. I would lay it all out, lay all my clothes, and not until that first day would I use any of the stuff.
Yes. Well, I would play with all the school supplies because that just like being organized is just like, oh yeah. So what is something you're doing with your kid to like get her prepared for this? Because this is her first time going to school.
Well, we did buy a new lunchbox and we did buy a new water container, and I got her little labels for stuff like
name bubbles.
Labels for her clothes and labels for her vinyl labels for all her lunch stuff. And we may get her new backpack. I'm not sure she has one. I don't think it's big enough for her lunchbox. But and there's this whole thing, she's almost potty trained, but the Montessori school threw me for a loop when they said no overalls, because I'm an overalls queen and my kid is an overalls queen, because the kids have to take off their own pants to go to the bathroom and they can't do it with overalls. So I have to get her some pants, rethink her whole fall wardrobe.
Because no overalls would screw me up. I love
I
overalls.
know, because
And
almost all of the fall stuff I bought her like in advance was overall stuff. Weirdly, because I'm obsessed with overalls. So I just need to get her some like actual pants, maybe. But
are they gonna? So I ran into this situation last school year when they finally went to in-person school, and that was Sebastian came home with a dirty butt, like a dirty poopy butt. He was saying like, "Oh, it's itchy," and I had to actually like write this very awkward message to his teacher and say like, "Hi, is my son supposed to know how to wipe himself? He came back a little messy. What's the procedure here?" And apparently she freaked out and was trying to call me, and I didn't answer because I didn't know the phone number. The next day at school, she's like, they have to ask because we don't want them to go home and tell their parents that their teacher was like touching them there in a weird way. So you might want to prep Luna for that.
I don't know.
Yes.
Side note, I have two things to tell you, both relative and not relative to the conversation. Are you ready? I'll make it short.
Okay.
First thing, good friend of mine, last school year when she was sending her kid, they were still in person. The teacher accidentally sent, they have like a chat group where you send a picture, the teachers send a picture of the kids doing cute things to the parents, and they say, look at Jackson coloring, look how cute, to the group, right?
Right.
The teacher accidentally sent a naked picture of herself to a couple of parents, tagging it like Taylor paints with Mandy. And so my friend saw it, and she really likes this teacher. She like really, really likes this teacher. So she quick was like, hey, erase this immediately. I won't tell anyone. I'm so sorry. You tagged the wrong picture in your film.
Oh my God.
Don't you? She texted me immediately. She's like, what do I do? I was like, oh my, I feel so bad for this teacher who just like accidentally, because sometimes my phone accidentally sends the wrong picture. Isn't that horrible?
No, that's really bad.
She said it wasn't raunchy, but like, poor thing. No one found out. Luckily, she only sent it to my friend. That's my first thing.
I mean, what's worse?
Terrible.
What's worse, sending a raunchy dirty picture or like one where it's like, I have a mole on my nipple that I'm sending to like the doctor to check out. Like, I don't know which one's worse.
It was supposed to be sexy, but she like didn't want to reveal much on her like Tinder private chat. So it wasn't like full, but it was like enough. My friend was like, also her bedroom is, my friend was also like, her bedroom is so messy. She's
oh my God, poor thing.
Okay, second thing. I did my makeup today.
Because we have to welcome Brooke, so you have to hurry up. Okay.
I did my makeup today based on a makeup tutorial from your good pal, Bethany.
Oh.
She did, and I don't look anything like her.
I did one from TikTok today also, and I also look nothing like her. It's like the like Gen Z like fox eye thing. And then I was like, oh my God, I look a little too Pamela Anderson in the 90s. I tried to tone it down.
Like Bethany. Not that I really wanted to look like Bethany. It was just the one that was like in my mind the last.
Oh my God. Well, that's too funny that we both accidentally did that.
Anyway, it's like early 90s Madonna.
Let's get right to the action. You guys know tonight's guest as a TV personality, an actress, an author of 2 books, host of the Intimate Knowledge podcast, co-CEO of modernmom.com, the founder of the Brooke Burke body fitness app, and a mom of 4. Welcome, Brooke Burke.
Hi, ladies. 4 kids. Oh my gosh. How do you even have time to come on our show?
I have to tell you, today was the second day of back to school, 2 new schools. One of my daughters started high school. They're at 2 schools at opposite ends of where I live. And it was one of those days that I was like, oh my God, I have to get home. I jumped in the shower. My hair's in a bun. I just got an antibody test. My son is getting blood work done. I had to call his older sister. I mean, I'm laughing right now about the little issues, about all the little kids. And I'm like, remembering the overalls and the potty training and the dropping off and the carving out weeks of our busy business lives just to raise our beautiful families. And now my kids are like raising themselves. One just graduated from college. One just started high school. And they're all probably going to roll in here and you're going to hear the family dinner. I'm like, we're live. So if you're going to come in, at least say hi.
Brooke, this is not one of the questions, but how do I get my kid to stop talking about poop in pre-K? Like, is there, she just can't, I'm trying to ignore it. I'm doing all the things. She just can't stop saying poop.
They're going to keep talking about it their entire life.
Okay.
You know, never in my life did I think that I would be chatting with Brooke Burke about poop. I didn't dawn on me. But I'm really glad it's happening.
Our whole lives.
Yes. Brooke, do you watch White Lotus? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, have you heard the news?
No.
Are we the first to break it to you?
Oh my goodness. So
I don't watch a whole lot because I'm exhausted by the time my head picks.
Yes.
You do have a lot of things going on. I don't blame you. But Jake Lacey, that's his name. Yeah, Jake Lacey, who plays, who's in the show, just did an interview with Glamour.com, and he said that you were his first crush.
Well,
I mean, not like that should be like life affirming or anything, but I just thought it was so relevant and fun. A friend sent it to me.
Guys, we broke the news here at Momtourage.com.
I'll take it. I hope I hear about it again and again.
Oh my God, that's so
He's
funny.
a good-looking man, so good-looking that when my husband and I were watching the show, he was like, "Is that a dad bod?" I was like, "No, sir.
No.
That is not a dad bod."
No, it is not.
No, it is not.
No.
It reminds me of weird, awkward moments. I was getting a smoothie yesterday with my girlfriend, and we were sitting down waiting for our smoothie, and this man walks up and he goes, "Oh, hi, you're on my wall." And I was like, "Oh God, I hope I wasn't Nick." And it was a joke because there's a piece of art that's this really beautiful, like Chanel thing that we did. That's a black and white piece of art. I was like, okay.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Listen, however you can get it, right? Okay, so you are so incredible. You do so many things. We just mentioned like half of the things that I would be exhausted just even saying out loud. How do you manage to do it all? Like, you're doing so many things. How do you do it?
I don't know if I'm doing it all. I mean, be honest to say, when I was in the position that both of you are in, I didn't have much of a social life. I love working. I love the messaging to all women that we can do as much as we want as mothers that we did before we became mothers. I think we're sort of groomed and raised to give up things, you know, and to lessen our dreams and to put everybody else first before us. So I don't really believe in that. And I do a lot of transformation work with women now, and I guide a lot of women now to allow themselves that, you know, that freedom. So I don't think I'm doing it all. I just think I do less of the things that aren't fulfilling for me. And I put my family first. I allow myself to have a career. I mean, a night like tonight, everybody's going to roll in. We're going to make dinner together. I enjoy that. I could be out with my girlfriends. I could be meeting my boyfriend. It's like, no, it's back to school week. So priorities and sacrifices, but not sacrificing. I don't believe in sacrificing the things that give us purpose as women. I think that's a really, really important message. I think we've earned it. And I'm raising my 3 daughters that way, you know, and I think we can do anything and everything, no matter how many kids we have, and no matter how demanding life gets, because we have that magic power, don't we? Which is why we have the kids. We can pretty much do anything and everything we need to do. Or, I mean, right?
Yes, absolutely. You know, absolutely. I mean, I don't do them well personally, but I look at somebody like you and I'm like, maybe I can do it.
That quote, like, ask a busy woman to do something and she'll get it done. Like, no matter how busy, she'll get it. She'll find a way.
For sure.
So you are an absolute fitness queen. You have the most amazing body to prove it.
I'm looking at your arms right now. I'm like, oh dear God, her arms are amazing.
It's so good. It's so good. And you currently have your own at-home workout app, Brooke Burke Body. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say to you, you too can have that. I mean, we have figured out now at this point in our life, in this stage, how to work out smarter, how to work out stronger, how to get it done at home, how to not let the kids in life be an excuse. I have a digital business, so I have an app, Brooke Burke Body. It's easy to find. The first week is free. There's so much great content now out there that's almost free. If not, we're talking like times a day where we can get it done at home while life is happening. Like, I don't really believe that we need to spend an hour anymore. Like, I don't know when I get back in my car and drive for 45 minutes, unless it's for my kids, which I did an hour and a half of this morning, and drive to a class. Everything's shifted because of the obvious reasons with the pandemic, but I think we can carve it out at home. I think we can do 8-minute workouts. We can do 5-minute abs. We can work out with water bottles or wine bottles. We can do kitchen bar burns the same way we would do a class. We can go into our backyard. We can do family fitness. We can do partner things. So I'm all about that. And I love inspiring other people to get fit. It's not just for our body. It's for our head. It's for our stress. It's for balance. It's for sleep. It's for energy. All those things that we used to not hear about. Then the pandemic happened. Now suddenly we're shifting into, let's take care of our body for all these other reasons. So that's what really inspires me, and I love it. I'm enjoying it. It got me through the pandemic. We do live streams.
Me too.
And when I'm getting it done at home. So
Yeah.
I think people are, something I've noticed is I think people are really into like functional movement too. Like this is stuff that we have to do, whether we go to a gym, which is not really the case anymore, or we do it at home. We now know that there are moves and things we have to do, like to live forever, not forever. You know what I mean? To live well as long as we're living.
Stress, energy, heart health, leading by example for our children, movement, mobility, all of these things that, I mean, if I can take it a step further and deeper, that give us self-confidence and a sense of accomplishment and just allow us to make ourselves a priority in this busy world where we're just giving and giving and giving to everybody, right?
Absolutely.
So
I mean,
speaking on that, like prioritizing self and about like the mental part of it. So we both have toddlers, as we mentioned, and we both have struggled quite a bit with our body image postpartum. We're trying to be very aware of how we speak about ourselves and speak about other people to our children so that we're negating some of that maybe negative self-talk we would have done if we didn't have kids in front of them. We're doing our best to like encourage a healthy body image, not only to our kids, but also to our audience. How have you and how do you continue to teach your kids about that? And is there any advice you can offer us as we're like burgeoning into this? Especially I'm raising a girl, so I'm like extra aware of the messages I'm sending.
Well, I love the awareness. I love the way you're thinking. It's really hard. I'm raising 3 daughters. My baby is my son. We live in a world of social media filters. We're editors, directors. Most of it's all bullshit. So I really believe in like honest conversations. And, you know, I spend a lot of time with my female groups really teaching and encouraging women to change their inner dialogue. I think our body's listening to everything we say, everything we think. I think hi, mama, hi, baby. This is my son. What happened?
Hi, cutie.
Wait.
My God, the Brooke Burke genes have moved on, and even they are gorgeous.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I rushed out of there so that I could be with this fabulous. I'm coming to you as soon as I'm done. Then we're going to make dinner. Okay. I'm going to chat about all kinds of exciting things about raising babies if you're interested. Okay.
He's like, no, thank you. This is a peak Momtourage moment. This is a perfect Momtourage moment.
You know, it's so funny in the world of live. I used to be like, everybody be quiet. I need to work at home. Give me my. Now I'm just like, just come in and say hi.
Yeah. I rushed to put my kid to sleep so I could put some fake eyelashes on. That's reality.
I did the 5-minute French shower and my hair's still wet.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was making an important point, though, that I think that our children are listening. I think more importantly, we are listening to the way that we judge ourselves and criticize ourselves. And we don't meet ourselves with compassion like we would treat our daughters or a friend or our sons. I wrote a body of work that I've recorded. I have a lot of mindful things in my app, and it's called Dear Self. And whenever I read it in like a breathwork class or something, it's so emotional because it's just the real talk that I want a woman to have with herself about showing up and listening and slowing down and being kinder and realizing that nobody's seeing the wrinkles and the flaws and all the shit that we see that we focus on. And I goal and my wish when I work with women is that they can change that inner dialogue. They can make it a habit, even if it's uncomfortable, to be kinder. Then give themselves personal compliments, and it could be anything. Make it a habit. I teach a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's not easy. But life is happening, age is happening. I'm going to be 50 this year. Like,
oh my God. Fantastic.
You and J-Lo giving us a reason. Yes.
I don't know. 50, fantastic. But it's sort of like, whoa. But then again, on the other side of it, it's happening. Life is beautiful right now.
And like you're blessed to be alive that many years. Like we have to celebrate that.
Think so. So yeah, I'm all about the celebrations, and I think that we have to be careful how we criticize ourselves. And I understand what you're saying about body after baby. I went through it 4 times, and some people just think I have a driver and a chef and plastic surgery, and I sucked it all out. And blah, blah. I mean, the reality is, I'm disciplined and I work hard at it. And I know how to train and I know how to get results, but I also gave myself a lot of room to just be free and to give into those cravings and to be compassionate and to take down days and to know that my body was changing 4 times and who knows what it was going to change into. But I wanted to be a mother so much that I was so happy to have that. And I had a lot of pressure on myself because of the entertainment business.
Of course.
I mean, most of the time, we're seeing less and less and less of me. And then it was like here. And, it's just.
Meanwhile, having a baby is like running a marathon or like it's a crazy amount of work on the body. And I feel like we just don't give it the like Iron Woman kind of appreciation that it needs.
I agree. And then what happens after that and how we feel emotionally and hormonally and all the shit that no one ever talks to us about and all the stuff we read and research and nobody tells you all the stuff that you know. And so I guess I'm very honest and very open about it, which is why I share so much, because we're all going through it. Doesn't matter about, age, doesn't matter about geography. None of that stuff really matters. Like we're all in it experiencing different things. It's hard being a woman.
It is. It is. I mean,
not the nicest friend. Right.
It is. It really is. It's very difficult. There's a lot of pressure in a lot of different ways for women that men don't have to deal with. Let alone
in the entertainment industry.
Right. Exactly. But on the topic of mental health and mental wellness, which is something that we are very passionate about, we talk about it a lot. And we're kind of living in this time right now where the news cycle is really scary and really daunting. And, we started the show by talking about how it's a bit overwhelming for both of us. I know that this is something you specialize in and it's on your app and everything. Do you have any tips to kind of get us through moments like this?
Dealing with all of the negative press and the toxic energy here.
Yeah.
Raising a family in it is difficult. I watch the news in the morning. I have my coffee. I watch the news. I plan a little bit of me time and I do it because I want to know what's happening in the world and it's on. So there was a period of time when I tried to protect my family from the realities of the world. And then I shifted into more of a real talk sort of state with my family and having those open conversations because I know they're going to have them anyway, whether it's at my house, accidentally at a friend's house, or at school. Honestly, I try to stay off my phone at night when I get into bed. I don't use it as a distraction. I don't watch the news at night because it's toxic energy. I try to bring a lot of things into my life to balance out the stress and the chaos of the world right now, like morning meditations. It's hard for me to meditate because I have too much going on and someone will find me and I have a lot of littles to get out of here. But I'll try to steal 5 minutes, 7 minutes listening to affirmations. This year has allowed that because I wasn't rushing up, getting out the door. Like this morning, it was back to 6:45. I was like, oh dear God, here we go again. Sorry, but I kind of like the last year and a half at home.
Yeah, same though.
So the things into my life that create peace. I think that's really important. I create a really peaceful environment. I'm actually in my room right now, TMI, but
oh my God, that's your room? That's beautiful. I thought that was your living room. How gorgeous.
Thank you. But I mean, candles and flowers and lighting and little things at home. I do homemade spas in my bathroom. That's literally like a $5 bag of Epsom salt and your favorite candle and some flowers from the garden. And I don't have time to escape and go to a spa, but I can create all these peaceful moments at home, like the tea and the coffee that I like to drink. My kids are always like, can we go to Starbucks? Like, do you know how many of you there are? Like, are we taking the whole world? Starbucks every day. We have everything.
That's got to be $45 at least.
So cheap. It's not that. I have everything I need at home to create moments. And it sounds funny, but it's like a cup of tea that you actually get to drink. Could be a 5-minute or a 7-minute ritual. So I do that. I do yoga. I get things that I teach, you know, and in my workspace with other women. I really gain a lot from what I give, you know, breath work and yoga, that kind of stuff. Really, I think everybody should do it. I really do.
I actually am a yoga
breath
teacher,
work is amazing.
so I totally believe in all of that. And here's the interesting thing. So as hard as we all try to do it all, like to do the breath work and do everything, there is always something that feels like you're rushing to do it, right? Ashley, self-imposed lazy mess. That's what she likes to call herself. And I'm the yoga teacher who sometimes is a hot mess, but is trying to do all the workouts. We are trying to prioritize all the things, and yet we don't have enough time. So we thought it would be super, super fun to play a little game with you. Are you ready for it?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Is she not ready for it? Is she
going to check Wi-Fi? I don't know if you still hear me because I'm losing you. Hold on one second. I'm just going to change networks really quick.
Well, our game is going to be really fun. You guys just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. She's coming back.
Like the game?
Does that sound better? I was losing you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I have you now.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you girls hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear us, Brooke? Uh-oh.
Brooke, can you hear us?
This has never happened. Fitness. Yeah, fitness.
Fitness. Let's see. Let's let her. In the meantime, I can do a little workout. Do ask me the question.
Oh no, we lost her. I'm just not sure if we move on or if we stay. I was not prepared for this.
No, but you know what?
There she is.
Good. Okay.
Let's see. Let's add her back.
Can
you hear us?
Sorry.
Yay. Okay. So, Carrie, continue. Tell her about the game.
I was saying we want to play.
We want to play our own producers.
We want to play a little game with you, if that's okay. Okay. Sorry, there's a little delay. Okay. So this game is called Squeeze It In with Brooke Burke.
Yay.
Look at that amazing graphic. Ashley did a good job with that graphic.
Very proud of that one.
So we're going to ask you.
I knew that. I love that.
It's so good. We're going to ask you a few different mundane / #mom life kind of scenarios. And we are going to ask if you can make up some couple easy workout moves for us to do while we are doing these other kind of mundane mom things.
Like a good multitasking exercise. All right. So the first one is.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, she's getting ready.
School. Okay. I swear to God, I wish I looked that good in bicycle shorts. School, drop off, or pick up.
Okay. So are we in the car or are we out of the car?
Whatever you want. Whatever is more in your daily life. I am not in the car, but most people I think are.
I'm in the car.
See, there you go.
Out of the car and you're doing some kind of a workout, people are going to make fun of you. So remember, other moms are always going to make fun of you, right?
Yes.
Pish.
Good point. Good point.
So let's pretend that we're in the car. We're sitting in the car, okay? Can you still see?
Yes. Okay.
Some of these, I would stretch out the legs. I would even go into the back seat if you're really waiting, or if you're in the side, I would do some of these, right?
Nice.
I mean, these don't look like they're much, but I promise you they are. They really are. I mean, you could actually work your core while you are in the car. You could be sitting in your car seat like this, and you could actually be engaging your belly. You really, it sounds so funny, but look, I'm sitting here. You could actually do abdominal work in your car seat. People don't realize that you can work your abs in your office in front of your computer while you're driving in the car, while you're stuck in traffic. Like, honest to God, concave your belly, tilt your pelvic area, engage your pelvic floor, close your ribs.
It's like that Sex in the City Samantha when she's like, I'm doing Kegels, and she's like, I'm doing them right now.
Queen, total queen. But it's funny you say that, because engaging your pelvic floor is deeper than a Kegels, and it's really important for supporting everything that we need to support. So yes, all day long.
Okay, so how about mindlessly scrolling through social media? What's the exercise for that?
Well, don't do too much of that. If you're gonna do it, so watch this. Look, I'm coming over to my door. You're on your phone. You're mindlessly doing things we don't need to waste time doing. Look at this. Do you see how it looks like I'm sitting in a chair?
Yes, a wall sit. I do
I'm
those.
up against the wall. Look, I'm up against the wall. This is so painful and so effective. Can you see that?
But also
How long
look at that
do you do it for,
beautiful.
Brooke?
But also look at that beautiful Spanish door you have.
Yeah, that door is gorgeous.
But look, even if you don't have a wall, look, you could be in your chair. This is one of the hardest moves to hold. Abs engaged, shoulders back, face relaxed. Abs are tucked in. You could be here. I promise you, stay on your social media for as long as you can hold this. You have more important to do.
You know what?
But
That's a wonderful timer for social media. It's like as long as you can sit in that position,
You
that's
can
as long as you get to scroll. Yeah.
so hurry up. Get specific with your scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Inevitably making your child 4 different meals because they've decided they no longer want what they've asked for.
Okay, I love this. So I'm going to show you something that's gonna, I know we're moving around. Sorry. Bugs me.
No, that's okay. This is great.
In the kitchen, okay? You're in the kitchen and you are cooking. I'm going to pretend like this is the kitchen island, okay?
Your setup is amazing. You are so adaptable.
Good. So good.
Island, look, outer thighs.
Ooh.
I'm
Look
preparing.
at that adduction, abduction. Get it.
Booty, outer thighs. Watch this. Here's the kitchen counter. I've got all my stuff. You're making dinner. You're chopping. You're doing your thing. This is one of the best booty moves you can do. Look, knee up, booty. Lifting the booty, rounding the booty. I promise you, you can go pay a lot of money in a class for one of these workouts on a bar. Look, both ways. Abs, booty. No shoulders, no upper body. This is all glutes. And this move right here lifts, tightens, sculpts. I have a ton of workouts that I do. Even here, we do these on the kitchen counter with literally like a bar class.
Look at that rotation.
You can do tricep dips in the kitchen. You can stretch. I mean, I have an entire live bar class that we did that's so much fun. So much fun. While dinner's cooking.
Yes.
In the words of my 98-year-old grandmother, I'm exhausted just looking at you. That's amazing.
Brooke, you are such a queen. I'm sitting here like this. I just want to watch you all day. I'm going to sign up for the app. Thank you
want to be your friend.
Yeah, and that. Thank you.
We're all friends. I love to connect this way. And I know this is really loosey-goosey, but I'd love to take your audience through a workout or, give them an opportunity where they can find ways to take care of themselves, which I promise you are so much more important than the body. It's for our head. It's for our stress. So we can be better mothers.
It's for us. It's like to give us something that we have that's not anyone else's.
You need it. And exercise will get you out of that funk, so on those days where you're or you don't know how to start, or you don't know how to get your way back to where you've ended up, just do something. Even if it's a walk, if it's a stretch, if it's a yoga, grab your baby, do some fun things on the floor. I used to do that all the time. I was always that annoying mom that had my child with me. I'm like, I'm not compromising and interrupting the class. I wasn't a jerk, but I was like, I'm not going to make being a mommy an excuse, and I'm going to incorporate it. And I just think there's a lot of ways to create that energy. And I love to work with women.
I was just going to say, I also think it's really important. And like I said, I'm raising a girl as well. And I just want my kid to know that taking time for her body is not selfish, and being strong in mind and body is a really important thing. And I try to model that with my child to know that, being strong and taking care of yourself is not an afterthought. It's like one of the most important things that you can do.
Yeah, and we're better mothers because we're crushing it then you're already there. Like if we can lead by example in that way, for the right reasons, our heart health, our immunity right now, our energy, our mood, like our teenagers, just wait. They don't realize that vitamin D and exercise creates adrenaline and dopamine and the hormones and the PMS. We're not just supposed to have PMS because we're girls. Right. So there's all kinds of information now that maybe our moms, that generation, didn't share with us, but there's ways to combat all this stuff that we think we're just supposed to go through, you know. I'm no expert. I just, you know, 3 times around with my daughters and myself and my sisters, I'm just like, wait a minute. We can find ways to work through this and make the most of this really this shit show.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's so true. Listen, I know our viewers really, really want to try this app. I'm going to sign up. You get 1 free month when you use code Momtourage. You can scan this QR code. You just hold your phone camera up to it. It's going to take you to the website to sign up. Use code Momtourage for 1 free month. And one of the giveaways tonight is that one lucky live viewer is going to get a full free year of Brooke Burke Body, which is so awesome. So if you want a chance to enter to win, all you have to do is tell us what's the craziest fitness trend you have tried. Brooke, what a joy this was.
Thank you for taking time out of your time with your children, which is really like the biggest ask. So thank you so much.
That's okay. And just to reiterate what you said, that's part of the lesson of raising a family, that, you know, if they can hit the pause button for 45 minutes where I can keep my commitment to you and do something important, then they start to understand boundaries. That's been the biggest challenge during the pandemic. Create your boundaries, mommies. You're worth it. You're worthy.
Yes.
You won't if you don't.
Yes. And it's worth noting, anyone in LA, you're in LA, right, Brooke?
Yeah.
You do these wonderful in-person kind of workshop sessions, all kind of breath work. Sorry, it's the Sudafed. So you guys definitely check it out. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Really fast. Let me just say really quick, if anybody is in Los Angeles, Monday night, I'm doing a really incredible experience. It's an hour and a half. It's a breath work, and it's also a healing sound bath. And if somebody can't get to Malibu, which is amazing, it's on an epic rooftop overlooking the ocean. It's really soulful. We're also offering it via digital connection globally on Zoom. So I'm easy to find. Just go to brookeburke.com. But anybody that wants a little transformation or release or reset, would love to give them that gift.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Brooke, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So nice.
Enjoy your time with
Enjoy your evening.
Take care, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
That was amazing.
Oh my God, she is lovely.
I want to keep talking about it, but we got to move on. We're running behind.
I'm like, hey, girl, Brooke, hang with us all show.
God bless Brooke Burke. Man. Okay. Our next guest is a good friend of mine. She is another supermom here that somehow juggles being a chef, a realtor, an intuitive and Reiki healer, an influencer, and a mom. But today she is here to give us some lunchbox tips and hacks for this new school year and show us all why she is the absolute lunchbox queen. You may know her, lunchbox queen. You may know her as @Casey to Cook. Welcome, Casey Rapetti. Hey, boo.
Hi.
Hey, I thought you forgot about me, girls.
Well, I didn't even know the intuitive healing and Reiki adding it up to your resume.
I know, just like checking it off as we go along.
How you guys doing? Oh my God, we're good.
Okay.
How are you? We're going from fitness to lunchbox. It's like,
I know. I was watching and I was like, we're going from Pilates to pepperoni on a stick, but I hope everyone's going to enjoy it. it's a whole different ballgame, but it's going to be fun.
That should be the name of my biography. Pepperoni to Pilates. That should be really what it is.
So good.
Just write me in. I'm here for it.
Right. So, Casey,
so let's go, ladies.
How do you do it all? You have like a million things that you do. What's your big mom tip?
I don't know. You know what? You just do it. Like everyone's always like, how do you do everything? And I'm like, you just do, because that's just it. I do a lot. I do.
You are the queen of just like get shit done. It is incredible. I look at your stories and I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. You and Brooke Burke, man.
I start talking about it and I'm like, well, I have to do this, then I have to do that. And then 8 stories later, I'm like, oh shit, I'm still talking about the things I have to do. I should start doing them instead of talking about it.
Anyway, so we both have kids. They are going to school this year. You are the lunchbox queen. For anyone who doubts this for some reason, just check out #C2C lunchbox love and you will see these beautiful setups. So can you give us some creative ideas for lunches for our kids, please?
I think that I'm going to like be the queen of that. I don't think I am, but I bought all the tools to be the queen.
Yay, I love it. So it's great because there are so many tools to utilize. I mean, you can go on Amazon or go to Target and buy picks and containers and cutters and all different things. But there are also so many things that you can do with just a knife. So you don't have to go buy all these things if you don't have them at home and you feel some kind of way like, oh, I don't have the right equipment. You can totally make awesome stuff without all of the cutters. The cutters are great. And I love the cutters and the picks and all that. I have the picks that with the little googly eyes.
That's what
But some of us don't want more shit.
Yes. Ashley is like, I don't want more stuff in my house. Give me the knife. That's all I need. So
yeah, really
quickly, I'm just going to go through a couple of lunchbox options. So we have this systemic, which is upside down, that I got at ShopRite. It was like $5. It's a double top bento. So it has the bottom and then this opens for a sandwich. Super easy, affordable. The Omi box is great. I love the Omi box because it has an option to have a heated area. So it has a thermos. But if you don't want to use the thermos, you can just pop that out and use it as a sandwich section as well. So the Omi box is great to have like that duality. The Yum box is another fun one that people use. They have a couple different styles interior wise, but I have the double with the sandwich and a little dip area. And then Planet Box, which is my favorite that I use all the time, they have 3 different ones. So there are these 2 sizes, but the size that we're going to use today is their Rover, and that's this one. So it gives you the area for a sandwich or a main area and 2 sides, 1 extra side here, and then a little dessert area as well. So this is the one we're going to fill.
I want to remind everybody a sustainability tip to pack your own silverware because we got to do everything we can to preserve the world. I just needed to put that plug in there. Anyway, continue.
It's true. You can stick it right into the lunchbox, and then when the kids are done with the lunch, they can just throw it into the empty box and then wash it and use again.
And then I bought tags so that if my child loses something, I can show up and be like, that's my child. I have a tag on it.
You know how many times my son lost his water bottle? That's like $50, but I digress. So we're gonna start with a couple of fun ideas for sandwiches. So I'm gonna tilt you down so you can see my board. So I have a whole bunch of goodies here.
Production value. That's my girl.
Setup.
So this is what I love to do here. Now you've got regular bread, right? Take your knife. If you cut the sides of it and just kind of square it off, get a little bit of the crust off. Now, let's say we're going to add a little bit of whatever you want to put in. You can put egg salad, salami, cheese, turkey, chicken salad, a tofu blend, anything that you want to do. Once you put the stuff in, put the top back on. Now, normally you would just cut a sandwich and be like, cut it in half, right? And then you're done. But if you want to make it more fun, if you cut it in half, now you've got your regular sandwich. If you cut one side down again and the other side as triangles, now you've got a really fun double. You know, you got the 2 squares, you've got 2 triangles, and it'll fit perfectly in your lunchbox. So it just adds a little more fun. 1 extra cut on each side, and it'll add a little more fun to the box.
Also, look at your lavender manicure as you do this.
Her nails are always on point. She's a Jersey girl like us.
I left my hoops home because they didn't go with my AirPods. So we've got corn here. What I like to do, a really fun tip for ahead of time cooking. If you like corn, make a couple of ears of corn on a Sunday or whenever. Put them in your fridge because when they're cold and you cut them, you're going to slice down and it's going to cut this really awesome slab of corn instead of just all the kernels everywhere. So you could do that ahead of time, along with cutting up some carrots or celery, anything like that, wrapping it in a damp paper towel and putting it into your fridge so that it keeps the moisture around the vegetables and they don't dry out. So those are things that you can prep one day a week, and that way you don't have to go through it in the morning and you're peeling carrots going everywhere. It'll just be ready. So we're going to cut the corn now. Just take your knife and carefully, so the best way to hold a knife, just because I have to teach as I go, take your pointers here and grip the knife and then wrap around. That's the correct hold of a knife. And you just want to carefully cut close to the core, straight down, and then it's going to give you this beautiful slab of corn that you can put into your lunchbox instead of having kernels going everywhere. So it's a fun veggie.
It's like a skyscraper of corn.
Exactly. It's beautiful. And then it makes it a lot easier too when the kids are eating it at school. They don't have kernels flying down the side of the table. A fun way to cut a cucumber, I already have one here, but if you take a little bit of a peel, take some of the peel off in maybe half an inch or so away from each other around, and then cut down the center, and then cut into slices.
Look at that knife technique.
When you take this,
I know this is reminding me I need a knife skills class.
Well, we could do that too. When you take the slices out, every other one you just want to turn, and it'll create this really fun shape going down the side. And then if you look at it this way, you'll see that it has this really pretty way to look. So instead of just smacking it into the into the container, you could just put a little bit of that into it, make it pretty. You can make it pretty.
And then what if your kid is just a complete shit and doesn't realize anything and just throws the whole thing on the floor?
Get a new kid.
Well, then I was gonna say that's a problem I can't help with, because what I would say to do, we can't air on live, so we're not gonna try that. So another fun technique is everyone always has extra hot dog buns, right? Because you buy a thing of hot dogs, somebody doesn't eat a bun, or there's too many buns. So I like to make these as little sub sandwiches, little hoagies. So you would just take your meat or egg salad or whatever you want, put it in there. You could take a little bit, a little Swiss cheese, little roast beef. We can put a little bit of spinach for some green in there, and then just cut it in half.
Okay, so you're like Wawa Junior. I love this.
Yeah, you have little mini hoagies. You could put, mustard, whatever you want to put, and that's a super fun thing to do as well. Another great tip is sandwich sushi. It's one of my favorite things to do. I always get these tortillas whenever I make tacos. They always have extra tortillas that we don't use. So usually Wednesday is sandwich sushi day. So again, put on whatever you want to put
day
down
after
into
Taco Tuesday. Makes sense.
Exactly. So then you have the extra tortillas. You just put it in here. You can put mayonnaise. You can put anything that you want to put in it. And then you're just going to take from the top, push it in and roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. It's going to start pushing out a little, but that's okay, because you're going to roll it down, push it, cut it down the center, pop it open so you have that inside, and then just go through and make even cuts down.
You know what I love about
and then you have sandwich sushi.
None of this is rocket science. Like, anyone can do this stuff. Yes. It's really, it seems very obvious, but also like I didn't ever think of any of it. Look at how beautiful that is.
And you can utilize it, and then they could pop it in and eat it quick.
I would also just like to say, I'm a 43-year-old woman, and lunch in the 80s and the 70s was way different. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's also like, if I'm just gonna like take a step back, this is crazy making. Like, we had a paper bag. I didn't like bread. My mom gave me a thermos of soup that was like revolutionary. Like, that I got soup was like revolutionary. It's amazing how far we've come in the like lunch world. That now people are like having bento boxes and crazy things with lunch. Like,
oh yeah.
What is
that? Back in my day,
crazy.
we had to do 2 hours uphill in the snow. What is happening?
Yeah, what is that?
Both uphill, both ways. So you just mentioned something that caught me. You said you didn't like bread. So another fun thing to do, if your child is a good age to have one of these, you might notice these from a cocktail.
A lemongrass.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Usually has olives. So if you just take this, and I kind of do a little play on a caprese, like I'll put like a little tomato. I get the mozzarella, like the peel, the cheese.
Yeah, like string cheese.
And just, you get a string cheese, cut the string cheese into cubes, put it on the skewer, and then get some pepperoni, cut that into cubes. And then you have these beautiful little skewers for the kids to have for lunch.
That's my kid. She loves like a cherry tomato, a little bit of cheese, and some meat. That's my kid right there.
Yeah, it's super fun. And another great thing to do if your child eats eggs and they don't like bread, just get hard-boiled eggs, cut the egg in half. I like to grab a little bit of the everything but the bagel seasoning, put a little bit of that on top, and then they can have a nice little hard-boiled egg in there as well.
Wow.
All fun stuff.
My kid likes appetizers from the movie Mermaids. That's like what she wants to eat.
but like same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I'm here for that. So another fun thing I like to do, I like to add fruits in, obviously. So if you want to take some raspberries and blueberries, you can kind of stick the blueberry in, make it a little fun treat like that as well. If you don't want to just throw them into the bento, you can just put them in together and make them as like a cute little bite. Yeah, it's like a little raspberry boobie. So those are really fun and quick and easy to do. You can even do those the day before. But my favorite thing to do, I like to make strawberry hearts. So to make strawberry hearts, it sounds like very crazy, but it's not. You just slice the strawberry down. You could even put them into the box like this because they look so beautiful. And then the kid can just grab the stem, take a bite, throw the stem out. But if you take it, turn it over, cut the stem out, but do it in a little diamond kind of triangular shape. And then just take your knife and cut a little bit of the white out inside.
Oh.
And then they become little strawberry hearts. And you can put those in the box as well.
Guys,
super cute, super cute.
Casey, do we love our children enough to do all this shit?
I mean, I have at least 150 of these online, so I do, kind of. But we'll see how it goes when the new
we'll see how my kid
starts.
Treats me. Yeah.
I mean, you guys do, and that's great.
I'll do Sebastian's.
Yeah, you
so
can do Sebastian's for me.
He would love that. He loves Auntie Casey's strawberries.
He does love Auntie Casey.
So kiwis are really great. And a quick way to cut up a kiwi is you could just take a spoon, you cut off the top, put the spoon into the kiwi, and then just turn the spoon around. And it'll pop out the kiwi fruit without having all of the
hairy
outside
stuff
attached to it. Yeah. So then it just literally pops right out. So you can do that and then cut it into wedges or into slices, however you want. Or if you want to get fancy schmancy, you can take a paring knife and we can make a kiwi flower. So basically you're just going to take your knife and carefully put it in at a diagonal and then keep matching that diagonal, going all the way around the kiwi, touching it from tip to tip. Being careful not to go through the whole kiwi. You just want to go towards the center of it. And then just pop it around.
I didn't think I'd hear that today.
Hey, I'm here for fun. This is what we're.
I laughed because I'm a teenage boy.
It's Momtourage after dark, and we're just gonna pop this open and have a beautiful kiwi flower. So you could pop that in as well.
Casey,
so those are super fun.
What a queen!
Also, your setup. What is your sign? Are you also a Virgo? The setup is so fantastic.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, me too, girl. Me too.
Yes, I am an Aries. So I have one final tip for you along the lines of fun ways to add food into your box. That's another pause statement. But so if your child does not have a school that allows nuts, obviously don't use peanut butter. You can use sun butter, cookie butter. There are so many options. But these little phyllo cups are one of my favorite things to use. These are going to be in your freezer. You pop them out of the freezer. You can also do this with cream cheese. So we'll do one with cream cheese. You're going to take a knife and just put a little bit, smear it in there, about half of it as cream cheese. And then I like to grab a jelly, take a little bit of the jelly, if I can get it out. There we go. And smear it into the other side. That's what happens when you're on live. Here we go, guys. Smear it into the other side. And then you have cream cheese and jelly cups. So these are super fun because they're not going to get, gross and soggy because they were coming out of the freezer. So by the time they go in the box, they thaw out, but they don't thaw out so much where they're gross, So it's a great hack. You can put egg salad in them. You can put tuna salad in them, whatever you want to put. And they're super simple because they're literally just taking it from the freezer, popping whatever you want into it, and that's it. And they don't make such a mess.
I also love the tip of like other butters that aren't peanut butter because you're not allowed to do peanut butter anymore. So
cookie
which makes
butter,
sense.
Sun butter. Yeah. And then I like to add a little treat.
Where do you get those phyllo?
You can get them from I usually get them from ShopRite. You can get them from ShopRite. They're in the freezer section.
Whole Foods
sometimes
probably
people
has
won't
them.
Find them. Yeah, Whole Foods probably has them. I like to to grab a couple, put them in my freezer because, you know, then they'll always be good.
The best thing is all
really
of these look like snacks.
Yes, all
exactly.
of them.
So the kids are like, oh, yeah. So like if you look, that's what we put together.
Oh
well, I hope our
guests.
So we've got this one.
Never eaten that well.
I know.
Well,
little
Ashley,
Steven, what a
you know where I live.
I know.
And then here's the other one.
She did 2 boxes the entire time we were chatting.
Holy shit! I'm amazed. Wow,
Casey, I'm exhausted. You're a queen.
I told you. Listen, Casey, you need to tell the people all the places that they can find you, please.
Well, Casey's got a lot going on, so you can find me pretty much everywhere as Casey, the #2 cook. I'm everywhere the same thing because I can't remember too many things. So we want to keep it all the same. So Casey, the #2 cook. I'm on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Clubhouse, everywhere. So basically you can reach out to me in any way.
I went to one of your readings on Clubhouse the other day and it was amazing. So guys, follow Clubhouse too, because it's a great place to be.
You next need to start like lifestyle tips because obviously you're doing better than all of us. So please start that.
Just have more on your plate.
I would love to. I would love to do that. Yeah, anytime.
Okay,
love
great.
that.
Anytime, just let me know. I'll come back. Maybe we can do one for like fun Christmas buy because a lot of the boxes I do were themed. So when you go to the hashtag, you'll see like a Christmas ones, like little Christmas trees and stuff like that. So we could do a themed ones. It'll be fun.
Halloween vibes because I like Halloween.
Oh, we could do Halloween too. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Casey, we love you so much. Everyone scan that QR code. Go follow her. We will see you soon, my love.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to eat it right now.
Oh my God, so lucky.
What a jam-packed show.
So, and we still have more. We have hashtag swag bag. Guys, we're going to make this real quick for you. Today, our hashtag swag bag is a little self-promotion, some Momtourage merch. Carrie, do you want a Vanna? Can you Vanna for us?
Yes. So first of all, hold on.
It's backwards. That's the class.
I have so many necklaces on. Hold on. Okay, so this says vaxxed. Why are you making fun of me?
Go!
Vaxxed and relaxed. It's a necklace.
Mine says vaccinated, and we have one more that says fuck off.
Here's the fuck off one.
And now we also have mask chains that say masked and vaxxed. Mask up and I'm a mess. All of this is available. You can scan our QR code or go to Etsy.com shop Momtourage shop. The necklaces are $25. The mask chains are $22.
This is my personal favorite that says I'm a mess.
Yes, we thought we were done with this whole masking thing, but here we are, guys. And you know, it goes really well with our Momtourage mask that says hashtag resting mask face. And you thought the winner of our show was just going to get a year of the Brooke Burke body app. You were wrong. The winner of the giveaway today is also going to get a necklace or mask charm of their choice and a hashtag resting mask face my God, Sudafed. Mask chain. Yeah. So let's pick a winner, shall we?
Let's pick a winner. Oh my God, my mosquito is itching me.
I know who I want to pick. Can I just pick?
Yeah, pick.
Okay, hold on. I want to go with Selena Posada for the sheer humor of the fact that she says, I took fat burner pills for like 2 weeks years ago because that was kind of like my fitness trend. So Selena, do us a favor. Selena. Send us a DM, send us a message. We will make sure you get all of these things.
You can pick your necklace or mask. We'll do the whole thing.
Yeah, go to our Etsy shop. Tell us which one you want. We will send it to you. All of our stuff is made by us, actually. So mostly Carrie.
Like literally while my kid is eating dinner, I'm just like quickly doing some shit.
We love you guys so much. It was a great show. Thank you to our guests, Brooke Burke, Casey Rapetti, and we will be back.
We're coming back next week.
Yes.
2 in a row, back to back, guys.
Bye. Have a good week. Okay, that's our show today, folks. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Please do not forget to rate, review, and follow. We are out here on our own, and these things really, really matter.
We want to hear from you. Tell us what you want to see. Email us at hello@momtouragepodcast.com.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Momtourage Podcast to hang out with us all week long.
We are here for you. You are not alone. We got you. So go ahead, girl. Know this posse is behind you and go slay. Momtourage is presented in partnership with Cafe Mom. Written and produced by Ashley Heron-Smith and Carrie Sotero. Directed by Matthew Heron-Smith. Our theme song, MILF, is by the band Mama Drama. You can find them on Instagram at Mama Drama Band or mamadramaband.com.